How you boys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of The Show. Boys, last episode was a biggin', right? We did the world tour. I showed you everything that we've done in the last 50 episodes. And I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, it was probably the longest video I've ever made. 47 minutes. It's a long one, but I show you guys everything that we have done on this whole entire world. And I love it. I love it. The only issue is it proved to me that our world is a lot of beauty. It's a lot of awesome. It's a lot of good looking stuff here, but not a whole lot of it is functional, right? Like this whole entire residential area, there's no reason for any of these buildings. They just look pretty. There's no reason for this hot cocoa bar. It just looks pretty. The whole entire ski lift, well, it doesn't necessarily look pretty, but it's there. But today, I think we're going to go ahead and take a step into functionality, right? This is stuff that people usually work on day 1 through like 5. I'm waiting until episode 51 to do it. So, I mean, good for me, right? So I don't have like an automatic food farm or anything, right? Like I was using my fish farm for a while and I think I will never need another fish as long as I live. But eventually we're going to come to the point where we're going to need a constant source of food, right? This isn't going to cut it forever, maybe. I don't know. We can see how far I can push it, but probably not. We also are having an issue with iron. I am officially out of iron. Guys, I only have 4 iron in this whole entire world. That's all I got. And it's coming up with an issue because of one, I'm pretty sure that I am not getting any wool anymore. And that can mean 2 things. One, either my farm is broken, which I don't think it is, or 2, I ran out of shears. And do you know what shears are made out of? Yeah. They're made out of iron. And 2, to make all of these automatic farms that I'm talking about, we need hoppers. Yeah, hoppers. And hoppers are made out of iron as well. Do you guys sense a theme here? Do you guys know what I'm going to be doing today? I hope so, because I think it's pretty plainly obvious. I want to build my first ever iron farm. I've never done one before. I know how finicky villagers can be, but I think I actually need to get started on it because I'm officially out of iron and I need more. So first, let's focus on a little bit of functionality. Functionality, we're going to make it function properly. We're going to make a farm. And I think the best place for it is somewhat close, but a decent ways away, just in case I want to like turn it off or just not be in the immediate area so we can shut the thing down, right? So I think what better place, it is extremely dark. So what better place to build this thing than right here? Yep, the sky. What if I build it right over here, right above this little patch of land, but way up there? I think the reason why you got to put it so far up in the sky is so that spawns don't affect the rates, right? Because if things are spawning here on the ground, things won't be spawning up there in the farm. So if we go up far enough, nothing will spawn here on the ground, meaning the rates up there will be a lot better. I'm thinking that's correct. So let's start working on the functionality of the build and get a nice little platform up there to start building on, okay? And I will never get comfortable with this height. This is entirely too high. Every time I get close to the edge, my feet tingle. I don't know. Is that something that should happen? Should I seek medical attention? I have no idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with creating this farm. Essentially, the way this farm is going to work is there's going to be 3 villagers, and those villagers are going to get scared by a zombie because a zombie is going to be like, I'm coming to get your feet, right? And the villagers are going to be so scared that they call for help, and they're going to call an iron golem. And that iron golem, we're then going to siphon into a lava pool and kill him. It sounds pretty harsh, and that probably is because it is. But, you know, we need a little bit of iron in our world. So first, let's start off with making a zombie kill chamber. This is the zombie kill chamber. We're going to go ahead and put some water on top of 2 fences, just like that. It's going to flow. Here's the issue with this. The issue is that's going to freeze because we're so far up in the sky. So maybe, yeah, I'm going to go get some glowstone real quick. And I'm going to put it right there. There you go, just like that. So now that won't freeze. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a block right there so that the zombie, he's just going to sit right here. And this is what the zombie's going to do. He's going to be forced, like, look, my hands are off the keyboard. This zombie is going to be forced to jump up and down and jump up and down, but he can't get out. No way in a million years can this zombie get out. So we're going to go ahead and block him off just like this. And we're going to put the zombie right here. But we're not done. Nope. We need the villagers. Oh. And I'm breaking things. And don't fall out, don't fall out, don't fall out. Yes! All right, so we built the villager area. Basically, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be stuck right here in this 2x1 gap on either side of the bed. And they're not going to be able to go anywhere else because we are going to make a wall. We also put these half slabs over here because we want to limit where the iron golem could spawn. If they could spawn here, well, that's not good because then we can't really siphon them into a kill chamber. So we have to make sure that they can only spawn where we tell them to spawn. So what I'm going to do here is make this a little bit safer for the villager because I really don't want to do this more than one time. So I'm going to make a nice little perimeter wall here just to keep them a little bit extra safe in there. And now for the hardish part. Now that we have the basic foundation of this is not done yet, right? This is not done. But what we now have to do is we have to find a village, or actually I might be able to get some villagers from my base somewhere, but we're going to have to make them have babies and then get those babies up into this box. And then we gotta equip a zombie with a name tag and a helmet or whatnot, and then throw him up here into this square. We're 150 blocks up off the ground. This is gonna take a while. And everybody is set up and ready to go. Look at him freaking out. So we got the zombie in there. He should be bouncing around. I don't know why he's not bouncing around, but the guys are freaking out, and I think, yep, we even got Big Boy spawned in right there. So everything looks like it's working exactly as planned. Now we have to make a kill chamber because obviously he can... Oh, that's an issue too. I need more glowstone. There we go. Now that shouldn't freeze. Anyway, like I was saying, so the issue now is that this guy spawns on here, which is a no-no. We want him to actually hit a kill chamber. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I think I know how to do this, but I don't really know. Oh, you might die there, buddy. You're playing life on the edge. But we're gonna go ahead and do this little number. I wanna say sign here all the way across, right? Right? I don't know. I'm thinking this is going to work. And then sign one more level up, just like this. Why can't I place anything here? Am I lagging? No. Why can't I place sign here? Oh, I have to shift. I'm an idiot. And then if I just go ahead and make a little box here, and I'm sorry, dude, you're gonna have to, yep, you're gonna have to perish. Let's watch this. Ready? Everybody look. This is what happens. He lived! What? Okay. And before we finish this up, I think we should start working on the collection chamber. So I'm going to put a chest here, right? I'm going to turn this guy into a stair. What's the best way to do this? I don't like this. I'm so scared to play here because I could fall at any given time and just die. Okay, so now that we got that, we should be able to, let's go ahead and use these hoppers. I got enough now, I hope, to break that. Oh. You know how long that took me to do? And yes, okay. That was a little bit easier than the first time around. But since there's no iron golem, let's go ahead and do this real quick. If I take this off and I place... there we go. And I place a hopper right there. I'm thinking that should work. Are those guys still scared down there? I'm curious. Yep, it looks like they're terrified. Now, where's my iron golem guy? Oh, he's still up there. Oh, okay, cool. So let's push him down here into the pit of despair, and let's see if we can get this thing going. All right, the water is pushing him to that center block right there, and then he can't go anywhere. So if I place a lava bucket right above his head, right there, it should burn him to death, and that lava should flow off to the sides. Yes, now when he dies, he's going to drop iron and roses, I hope. I mean, not that I absolutely need roses, but it would be nice. Let's see. Yes! Now, let's just hope that when we get our next iron golem, he spawns in this block. Or in this space right here with the water. I'm really hoping he does. That would mean this works. And it works! Yes! Oh my goodness. I had a practice run. One guy got stuck in the wall, but it looks like it works now. Ah! This took entirely too long. Look at it go. Look how much iron we got. We've only been here for like a minute max, and we've had like 3 iron golems. Oh man, this is awesome. Okay, so good news. We don't have any more crafting benches. That was the last one we've ever had. But no, good news is this is not where I'm going to stop. Yes, this is the ugliest thing I think I've built in this world. I told you I was going to work on function and not really the looks of things. That doesn't mean I'm going to make things look super ugly, right? So now I think we're going to jump into a time lapse and make this thing look a little bit pretty. Hopefully, while we're prettyifying this, 2 things will happen. We'll gain a crap ton of iron, and we don't break the thing. I hope that's the goal. Anyway, this time lapse was actually pretty fun to do. I want to stay away from time lapses as much as possible because I feel like I overdo them like crazy. I think I have a time lapse in every single video, but I have issues building and talking at the same time. So time lapses just work for me, right? But I found this thing on Google Images and I thought it was really cool. I typed in jellyfish Minecraft and this picture came up and it instantly inspired me to the point where I just wanted to get on and play. I haven't been feeling too well lately, so I've been kind of bedridden. But when I saw this picture, I instantly wanted to jump on and make this thing. I thought it was going to fit perfectly in this world. You know, the city of Kratos, where literally anything we build, it doesn't really matter what genre it is because it's the craziest city alive, right? So I feel like these jellyfish things fit in perfectly. I don't know. I hope you guys like this. It kind of turned out like a brain stem. When I first started building it, it looked a little bit like a brain stem kind of thing, which was a little bit weird, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And I was like, maybe I should just turn this into a skeleton head with the brain stem connected. I don't know, but I think in all it turned out wonderfully. This replay mod, it kept on glitching out with a little bit of the water. I wanted to do this thing where I didn't really platform too much for the entire I guess dome of the jellyfish, so I started putting down water and kind of did like a skyblock thing where I rode the water and then placed underneath. It didn't really work out too well, so I placed the dirt down to finish up the stingers at the bottom. But for some reason, the replay mod caught the water, and it didn't get rid of the water. I don't know how replay mod works. And there you have it. Excuse my mess, by the way. I had to take away the pillar to get up there. But there it is in all of its glory. And you know what? I love this view from my town. I love it. You can kind of see it off in the distance here. It is so incredibly beautiful. And I think it would be 10 times cooler if this whole entire skyline or this whole entire beach side right here had a bunch of little jellyfish, right? I think that would be super sick. But let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. It is a little bit static too static for my liking. And honestly, it kind of is a little bit bigger than the reference image I was looking at on Google. So it kind of looks a little bit weird when you get up close. But you can see they're burning in there. Look, it's fully operational. I am going to go ahead and get a carpet block. But for now, let's just go ahead and put a button right there so nothing decides to spawn right here on this block. But everything else is 100% non-spawnable. And I even left, because I didn't think it was that big of a deal, I left the top open here. That's going to bother me. That's going to bother me a lot. Plunk! Had a couple failed attempts there, but we got it. But I left the top open here because I don't know if it affected the spawning rates of the iron golems, but for some reason, I wasn't getting any spawns in here when I had the top on there. Don't know why. I've seen plenty of tutorials. In fact, this tutorial that I followed on this, it said we could put a top on it. So I honestly don't know. And this is bothering me as well. I'm finding all these new things that are just bothering me now, which is super funny. But it fully works. It's fully operational. And look, just while I've been building this, which to be fair hasn't been that long, I have 3.5 stacks of iron ingots, and it's still going. It's still going. I can just sit up here AFK for like a couple hours, come back, and I will have a crap ton of iron. Isn't that super sick? Isn't that beautiful? And just in case you're curious, if I absolutely need to check on these guys, I could just build down right here, and you can see everything is still working. Those villagers are still scared out of their mind. This zombie is going to be bouncing up and down for the rest of his life, but everything works down there. I even added some light sources in there because, you know, I didn't want anything to spawn in there like zombies. That probably wouldn't have been a good thing. But it works, and it is, you know, decently beautiful. It's not the worst thing I've ever built. Like I said, I think adding a ton more, like a crap ton more. Maybe, well, maybe not a crap ton, but like one here, and all at different elevations. And that could be like the jellyfish forest or something over there. And you can just see all the little jellyfish in the distance. And that one's probably going to be like King Jellyfish. Ooh, can I put like a crown on him? I feel like that's very SpongeBob-esque, and I love it. But guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, I am not feeling too hot. I'm actually a little bit under the weather, and I'm putting on a brave face because I wanted to make this. I was really inspired by this Google image, so I thought it would be really cool to make my own in my world. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys to death, but I have to call it quits today. I'm dying on the inside and on the outside. I probably look horrible. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.